love, no. Can't fall in love, ain't signed up for that, baby. Can't fall in love. Can't fall in love, no. Can't fall in love, girl, you're making me I love my kids, my mama and my grandmamas. I swear to God, I keep shit move, can't deal with no damn drama. I seen my dog lose his mind, it was behind this woman. If you can't be 1,000 with me, baby, I don't want it. Hello everybody, I'm with my grandma, and we're gonna have an open conversation. Tell them your name.
My name's Joanna, grandmother of Jarvis.
AKA J Cool for everybody out there watching my channel. AKA the Purple Prince, born and raised in Valdosta, Georgia. Where you born and raised at, Grandma?
Born and raised in NAYLOR, Georgia. That's it.
Okay, so what year, Grandma?
1948. That's it. I'm 73 years old as of today. Thank God. I'm still here and in my right mind.
I know.
Not everything I remember, but I can remember more back there than I can right now. You know, like.
Earlier you were saying, like, you thankful that y'all grew up poor, and you was telling me, about fruits and stuff. You said plums, pear trees. Like talk about. You said NAYLOR. Like describe NAYLOR for people who don't. I said Valdosta, but it's all in the same county. It's
NAYLOR sits off by itself. It had nothing to do with Valdosta back there in the days, because everybody in NAYLOR, it's like if you was poor, black folks was poor, white folks was, we didn't have like prejudice and all that. It's like,
everybody was,
yeah.
Everybody was somewhere in it together.
Yeah, it's like we was all there together.
Okay.
So it wasn't like you heard nobody calling people out of their names or nothing like that, their races or nothing like that. It was better now, way better than it is today.
Okay. So
most of those that that did start calling you like out of your names, they dead and gone.
Okay.
Their children dead. And
okay, so Paul, so you ain't experienced much racism. So how was the household, like, parents and siblings, if was a 2-parent home, and how many siblings went with that?
I came up in a 1-parent home.
Okay.
My mother, my daddy, he just got us. Like the song say, Papa was a rolling stone, wherever he laid his head was his home. That's the way my daddy was. And he was the type that he didn't know. I was mad with him when I was young, because I just thought when you're older, you're supposed to know everything. You old, and I just did. I thought that everything.
And some people older than me, they act like they get it, but they not learning. Time is passing, but people ain't picking up stuff. They're not learning. They're not taking it in.
And this 3rd and 4th generation of children, they so lost until they think that this is it. They really are lost. The 3rd and 4th generation, even the Bible said it. They are. They living off of the sins that was passed on down from generation to generation. And it started way back there. Our history, I used to thought that the more books you read and all that, if you get the Bible, that's where our history begins. In the beginning, God. That's where history started, with Adam and Eve.
But hold up, Grandma. But what about they saying that the Bible and religion was created to keep slaves in check, and they saying the white man's Bible and the white man's and all of that stuff? Because I've heard some stuff somewhere, so I just have to be running it by you.
You got to be able to believe. Who are you gonna believe, man or what God say? It ain't nothing. It really won't nothing work until you believe what He said. You got to believe His word. You got to. Because He said He's a God that He can't lie. And everything that we going through now, it's like there was a time when Adam and Eve, they had children. There were 8 people that God left on this earth to replenish this earth. And He destroyed it with water, with the flood. Those children, Noah and them, they came from Adam and Eve. They sinned it. And I always wonder, like, what was it that they ate that they wasn't supposed to eat? Was it just an apple, or people say an apple? I don't know. He just said, don't eat from that tree.
Yeah, people say it's many metaphors of things that way they could have made.
But all I know is that when God said not to do it, he meant not to do it. And that's why we paying for a lot of stuff, because anything's accepted now. I mean, we living in it's like Sodom and Gomorrah days. We are anything passing now, and they make laws, but they break the laws. But when God said his covenant, I mean, he said it there.
It's like, I mean, it's like it used to be, not to cut you off, it used to be a filter on certain things is what she's saying, like, you know, and I understand what she's saying, and now it's like no holds barred. It's like, hey, it's a naked person walking down the street. Hey, let's do a naked commercial. Let's put it blatantly just in the front of, and I understand it. I see it. I see what's going on.
They say they're backward generation. Instead of going forward, they done turned around and start going back. Because everything God say not to do, the devil say it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta think about what the serpent. He was the devil because he was already down here. God had done knocked him down from heaven. He was in the quiet.
What they say, he already had rule over the earth.
Yes, yes.
So I mean,
well, you gotta either believe what God say, because he didn't say nothing to Eve, like what not to do. I don't know what he said, minister her or nothing when he took her out of the river because she was made from man.
But Adam had instructions. He came first.
He left the man in charge.
And that was in text. That was in the text.
And he was right there whatever was said. When the devil was talking, all he had to do was say no. God said no. But he didn't. He let that woman. And you look at the women's now. Some of them need to do what they're saying. They say what they're saying. And need to do because somebody got to do something. But some of these women is just, they won't let a man be a man. And I'll be the first one to say it. I always wanted my husband, like I left Jimmy. When I left Jimmy, I left him because I told him I want a man. I was tired of this man going to his mama and asking her for money all the time. I wanted to go to work. I told him, I said, I'll go to work. And
I remember you was working at that Walmart.
I wanted to go to work before then. I wanted to go, and he told me, who's gonna go and get the kids if they get sick at school. And he started making sense. He said, my mama working, she was a school teacher at the time. And he said, Joanna, one of the children get sick at school, and I'm on the road, and my mama working, and you working.
That's how he conned you into being
a
stay-at-home mom, and to kind of.
And it helped me because if I had got a job and working, my children would have really been messed up because all they like is give. Give. That's all. That's everything. That was it, and I'd have messed them up.
So that was so you had to sacrifice that just to make sure your children could have you there intact
to make sure
on the ground there with them.
Because we in Valdosta then, and it's like, but things ain't like it was back then, because y'all know how y'all used to play in the streets. Cars didn't come about like riding and fast, and you didn't hear nobody, they looked out. Everybody looked out for each other's children. But nowadays, you can't even say nothing to another child don't say nothing to my child.
Don't say nothing to my child.
Yeah.
What you think?
It take a village to raise a child.
What you think we got lost at, grandma? Just not having this together mentality. Just not saying that's my neighbor. I'm just gonna be kind to them. What do you think we got lost at, grandma?
I just think that
from those older values of us looking out for one another, closer, more closer. So
because even when I was coming up in NAYLOR, it's like if we did something And the neighbor, somebody told my mama, because we was like kin to people that we say that we really not were related to, but we say cousin out, cousin
we
were kin to everybody.
That's my fake cousin. That's my cousin, my people. Yeah.
That was it. So they could chastise us and it wasn't nothing be said. So it's like it got to the point where we started getting older and mother saw things and people started complaining about us.
God bless Grandma Reed's mother. That's what we call her.
She told us she moved out in the country. That's how we got away from the city. I mean, up in NAYLOR. But it helped. It did.